Tyler, the Creator's new album, Chromakopia, is a journey through a colourful, chaotic world only he could create. Today we're diving into how Tyler crafted this project with raw honesty and unique sounds. Inspired by tracks such as these, I created the first beat using a 6/8 time signature to capture the mood I was looking for. I noticed tons of tracks on this album have intros, pre-choruses, hooks, bridges, etc. So let's go to the intro. Starting with Tyler's signature jazzy chords. This piano and Rhodes start off the track. These passing notes are important to add the feeling of someone actually playing the piano. Tyler does this all the time. I layered it with these sound effects from my Surface Textures and Soundscapes pack to give the track a real time and place. And for the chorus, I had to get this 6/8 drum groove down. I used these effects as well to make the drums sit more in the back like a real drum track. Tyler uses a lot of perks, and I mean a lot on this album. So I got this quick percussion layer together and mixed it in with the real drums. And that was the drums finished. For the melodic layers, I layered synth pads and a bass for a live feel. The bass constantly shifts in its pattern and note playing to give the track a dynamic edge like a real bass player would. And this synth lead line gives the chorus some melodic movement. I also added this bell texture for depth in part B of the chorus. And to get to this chorus, this chromatic chord walk-up transitions smoothly to it. In the verse, let's strip back to the basics. Rhodes, pad, bass, and drums are kept, and these elements are reintroduced and taken out just to keep the track moving and interesting. And this new piano lead line also adds a sense of melody moving forward. Tyler uses these piano leads in many of his tracks.
Cousin, this ain't no tubbing. I don't like cages, I'd rather be flooding. Thought this shit. I don't know who he is.
In the pre-chorus, I created space by dropping out the drums and let the synth layers breathe. And another chromatic walk-up leads back into the chorus. Chorus 2 is the same concept, but with slight changes in the layers for freshness. Now for probably Tyler's favorite part of every song, the bridge.
But me, I'm always looking for that bridge.
I love bridges.
So I introduced this new chord progression on the Rhodes. To be honest, I just clicked in chord extensions until I thought it sounded good. I don't really know what key this is in or anything like that. This is then layered with a string section and a trumpet, and is yet again supported by textures from the Surface kit. In a lot of Tyler tracks, he uses this sign lead. So I played this lead solo line in part B of the bridge. This gunshot and piano slide help us straight back into the pre-chorus and the original key. These new melody lines are introduced in the final chorus to give the track a euphoric feeling, and it wouldn't be a Tyler the Creator track unless we added his signature synth arpeggio. And for the outro, this soft piano and synth layers fade out the track. Just interrupting this video to say these videos take a long time to make. From the concept to making the music to scripting it to filming it to editing it, and any likes, comments and subscriptions mean the world. Thank you, and let's get back into it. We know Tyler is influenced by Pharrell, and it is apparent on tracks like Thought I Was Dead and Sticky, where he has that Neptune's drum bounce. These tracks are explosive, pulling in layers of complex synth and drum patterns that create an intense, almost cinematic effect. So my next track was a hard Tyler style track. Let me quickly tell you about the sponsor for this video, Syncops on Patreon. They are a growing music sync community. They network with filmmakers, series creators, video game developers, music supervisors, and more to deliver multiple placement opportunities to their Patreon members each week. When one of their members' music is selected for a placement by their licensing partners, that member keeps 100% of the rights they own and the sync fee available for that opportunity. If you are interested in joining the community, I have placed a link in the description below, along with a discount code to get 25% off your first month's membership. Thanks again to Syncops for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. So this album has certain military themes. So I started with these army sounds influenced by Saint Chroma, and of course these breath effects, which Tyler seems to use on every single one of his beats on this album. The idea was for this intro to build up, so I started with this lead and bass. Next were these low piano notes. And lastly, this lead and army chant. This lead and chant then lead to the first switch up of this track. This features these chords through this piano, where the root notes are followed by this bass. This new synth lead then gives the track some melodic movement. And in part B of the pre-chorus, I added this string. Then I needed a cool transition to get to the Pharrell style bouncy drums, and I feel like this is pretty cool. And this drum bounce is totally over the top, I cannot lie to you, but it sounds cool, I guess. So I started with a kick and a few snare layers. Next, I went way over the top with this chaotic perk bounce. These are all playing little signature patterns, and make sure to tuck these in the background. This distorted 808 adds the melody and the low end for the verse section. And I introduced these melodic synth layers further on into the verse. I kept them simple as the drums are doing most of the work. This transitions back to the earlier progression, but this time a synth is added. And for part B of this hook, I added yet another synth layer. These notes together give the beat such a dark feeling. The idea is just to keep the track building. Verse 2 keeps it fresh with more synths and this siren sound effect, which I've heard in a few tracks on Chromakopia.
Yeah, hang up on that nigga, bitch, I call right back. Yeah.
And switching up the bass and 808 pattern keeps this track interesting. Tyler does this a lot. And for the outro, where the layers are stripped back and it's just the perks. So what can you take away from this video and Chromakopia to use in your own beats? Firstly, keep the track as interesting as possible. Keep adding new layers, taking new layers out, changing the already existing layers. Layering sounds is huge in creating a big soundscape like Tyler does. Acoustic pianos are almost everywhere in these tracks and are always changing too. And just try and think outside the box in terms of what sounds you use and how you use them. Thank you for watching.
Roll my windows up, dollar rolling windows up. Biscuit ass niggas wonder how I got my jiffy up.